Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I heard is you are a witness. You don't need the proof. The scripture comes from Ecclesiastes 31:10. When one finds a worthy wife, her value is far beyond pearls. Her husband, entrusting his heart to her, has an unfailing prize. She brings him good and not evil all the days of her life. She obtains wool and flax and makes cloth with skillful hands. Like merchant ships, she secures her provisions from afar. She rises while it is still night and distributes food to her household. She picks out a field to purchase. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She is girt about with strength, and sturdy are her arms. She enjoys the success of her delights. At night, her lamp is undimmed. She puts her hands to distaff, and her fingers ply the spindle. She reaches out her hands to the poor and extends her arms to the needy. She fears not the snow for her household. All her charges are doubly clothed. She makes her own coverlets. Fine linen and purple are her clothing. Her husband is prominent at the city gates as he sits with the elders of the land. She makes garments and sells them and stocks the merchants with belts. She is clothed with strength and dignity, she laughs at the days to come. She opens her mouth in wisdom, and on her tongue is kindly counsel. She watches the conduct of her household, and eats not the food of her food in idleness. Her children rise up and praise her. Her husband too extols her. Many are the women of proven worth, but you have excelled them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting. The woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her a reward of her labors, and let her works praise her at the city gates. So here's the message. Baby, here's the message. Here's the message. Here's the message. There is someone that is trying to go about saying that you are not worthy of marriage. There is someone that is going about trying to say that you would not make a good wife. There is someone that is going about saying that you don't deserve to be married. God said you don't need any witnesses. You are the proof. You don't need someone to come and say, oh no, yeah, you should go ahead and marry her because I think this and I think that and she does this and nor do you need anyone putting forth effort to talk down on you either. God said you don't need no witness. You don't need anybody to come and they have to how do you say it like that? You don't need anybody coming trying to say, oh well, I can vex. Is it vex for her or something like that? Like you don't need anybody trying to co-sign. You don't need any co-signers. For whoever you are, God is saying when your husband finds you, he is not going to be asking anybody's permission. When your husband finds you, he is not going to be trying to see if he can run a background check. When your husband finds you, he is not going to be seeing what's going on the social media. When your husband finds you, he is not going to be trying to do a thorough little investigation trying to figure out who you know and who knows you and what they know about you. He is not going to be concerned with these things. And he's not going to be concerned with these things because you speak for yourself. God says your actions will speak for itself. He don't need nobody to tell him nothing about you because he can see it with his eyes. God says you are a witness. You will be a witness to this, how this man is going to look at you. He is going to look at you. You are the proof. You are the proof. You are the witness. God is saying this man is not going to need anybody else to come in and say anything. He's not worried about what they have to say because he can see for himself. I went over this scripture several times, y'all. This woman right here, she gonna speak for herself. Don't nobody need to come and try to say nothing about her. Anybody coming and trying to say that she got something else going on, it won't even be believed. God says you speak for yourself. They not finna look for no co-signers. And they not finna be going around trying to run no background check. They not finna be worried about that. They gonna be too concerned with how wonderful of a woman you are and locking you down. Let's be real. This man is going to come in and see how wonderful you are, how much of a blessing you are, and all that other stuff. They're not concerned with that because they're going to look at you and they are going to see you as a ruby. But far beyond rubies. They're going to see you as a ruby, as a pearl, as a diamond. They are not going to be concerned with what nobody got to say. That's irrelevant to them. God says that you are the proof. You are the witness. Just by you going about doing what you do on a daily, they are going to know without a doubt that you are the one for them. Just by you walking the way you walk, living the way you live, doing the things that you do, they are going to know that is the one for me. They don't care about what nobody got to say. They not concerned with that. They don't care what evidence somebody then got put together. You can rip the evidence up and throw it in the trash can, because they are going to be looking at you. This is somebody, before you even know that they watching you, they gonna be watching you. Before you have even realized, like, this is, you not finna chase this person down. You not gonna have to flag them down. You not knocking nothing over to get them to look at you. They are going to be paying attention to you, and they will know you by your works. They will know you by your fruit. They don't care what nobody got to say. As far as they concerned, anybody speaking negatively about you is a hater. They will look at you and they will know. They will look at you and they can tell. They will look at you and they will know by the fruit of your words. They are going to be this is somebody that will be watching you. They will be watched. They will see you. I'm being reminded of how Boaz was with Ruth. He was watching her. She didn't have to knock anything over to get his attention. He was already looking at her. He already knew of how she was working hard. He knew of her story. He knew all these things about her. And I just feel like God is saying for somebody, you will speak for yourself. You are the witness. You are the proof. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.